Good morning, Crypto Buyer Nation. This is the Crypto Buyer Podcast coming to you on Friday, December the 8th, 2017. An amazing day yesterday. I couldn't even get a video up because I was literally on the phone or texting with numerous different people in an absolute panic of what's going on in this market, what's Bitcoin's jumping. I just looked, it was 17, now it's 18.5. Oh my goodness, it's 19, and so on and so forth. So crazy day in the space yesterday. As you can see with the market cap volume of the last 24 hours, almost $40 billion has flooded into the cryptocurrency market. We called it a little bit last week. I told you I thought that the market cap could reach $500 billion by the new year. And I think that's very, very attainable, especially since yesterday's spike. So we are only, $73 billion away from reaching $500 billion. So if there's even half of the influx of 24-hour volume coming into the market on a daily basis, we're going to hit $500 billion by before Christmas, actually. So pretty crazy. Let's kind of look at what's going on. Bitcoin came back down. Obviously, if you have a run up that quickly, I mean, it went from, I think when I woke up around 4:30 in the morning, it was hitting 15,000, and then it shot straight to 16. 16 went to 17, and then from 17 it went basically straight up to $19,000, and then kind of retracted. So now it's kind of leveled out, which is good. In the $15,000 to $16,000 range, so I'm super comfortable there for Bitcoin right now, especially as the CME and the futures market is coming on board here in the next week. So pretty exciting. Ethereum's up. IOTA with the big run up, it's kind of just leveled out a little bit around the $4 range. It moved almost up into the $5 range, which is great. They had a lot of announcements of partnerships, and then there was also some news floating around that they have maybe fabricated some of those partnerships. I haven't dove deep into it. I got into IOTA at $1.32. So I shaved off some profits and moved them actually into Litecoin. And so I'm still holding a small bag of IOTA, which I think still has some legs, especially anytime if you're in the top 10 in the market cap on CoinMarketCap. I'm going to hold a little bit of everything except for Ripple, because I just don't believe in Ripple. But I think if you're in the top 10, it's worth holding a little bit. Maybe Cardona, maybe not, just because it has a massive supply. But again, IOTA has a massive supply according to some people, and it's doing quite well at $4.11. Again, circulating supply is all relative to the money in the marketplace. So when the market cap literally 3 months ago was under 200 billion, it did not make sense that a coin over $1 billion in circulating supply would even be worth your while. But if we get to that $500 billion, which we are, and then once we get to $1 trillion, which again we are, $1 billion circulating supply is not going to be that big of a deal, just because of the influx of money into the system. So just keep your eye out on some good projects. Don't run away from them. It might actually be a good buying opportunity for a Cardona or an IOTA, because people that you see out on YouTube that are quote unquote stay at home experts, because they stick to a certain formula. Those people are going to, they're going to make their small gains, but they're not going to win big on things because the math doesn't add up, quote unquote. So just my advice, not financial advice. Again, I don't give any of that on this channel, just some things to ponder and think about as you're looking at this space. EOS is leveled out in the mid fours, which is expected. Populous, again, if you float around YouTube, obviously I'm sure you've run into videos with Cliff High. I've watched a few on Cliff High. I've read some of his reports. I really like what he's doing. I think he is obviously an innovator and ahead of his time. And he's a big Populous believer. So actually, I got into Populous, I think at $16. $13. So feel pretty good about that. And I'm actually just going to hold on to the Populous because I'd like to see where it goes. OMG is falling down to 23 on the coin market cap, which is a little bit disappointing. Again, anything that you do in this space, you got to believe in it, but also you just have to be smart. So if OMG doesn't show me anything by maybe mid-January, I might start, reallocating some profits from OMG into other things that are going to have a little bit more legs. So I will keep you guys up to date. Again, that's the first time you're ever going to hear this on this channel, but OMG just hasn't really been making moves. I've been in OMG since about September. It was really good, and then it came back down with everything else, and then it kind of wanted to push past the $10 mark and didn't. So I'm going to do a little bit of analysis on OMG and figure out my position there. So not too much to go into or dive into in the market, except everything looks super healthy. And, I think as the weekend goes, I think Bitcoin's going to continue to rise. So stick with Bitcoin, stick with Ethereum, and stick with Litecoin. I don't think anybody's going to go wrong in any of those three. Just make sure that you're keeping an eye on EOS, because when EOS comes in June, Ethereum's going to have its first actual competition. So until next time, guys, I appreciate it. If you like what the information I'm giving you, the rundown that I'm giving you, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share onto your social platforms so that we can grow this channel together. I appreciate your ears as always, and until next time, hopefully I'm bringing you a $20,000 Bitcoin. See ya.